Snow crab's secret weapon: molting growth. The snow crab, scientifically known as Chionoecetes opilio, calls the icy depths of the Arctic Ocean its home. It's a challenging environment, but these crabs have adapted remarkably well. Their impressive size isn't simply about enduring those harsh conditions. It's largely thanks to an extraordinary biological process called molting. Imagine shedding your entire skeleton and growing a new, larger one. That's essentially what happens with snow crabs. Stick around. You're about to learn something wild. But first, tap like and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next mind. As they grow, their existing shell becomes too restrictive, so they periodically shed it, revealing a soft, vulnerable new exoskeleton underneath. This process allows them to rapidly increase in size, but it also leaves them exposed to predators for a short period until the new shell hardens. Snow crabs have a truly remarkable growth strategy compared to many other creatures. They don't just grow a little bit at a time. Instead, they undergo dramatic size increases through a process called molting. Imagine shedding your entire skin and revealing a bigger version underneath. That's essentially what happens with snow crabs. As they mature, they periodically shed their hard exoskeleton, a protective shell that doesn't expand. Beneath this old shell is a brand new one, already formed and larger than the last. This allows them to rapidly increase in size, sometimes doubling or even tripling in width after each molt. It's an incredibly vulnerable time for them, as they are soft, shelled immediately afterwards, but it's also how they achieve their impressive size. Growth is incredibly rapid for young snow crabs, and a key part of that process is molting. In their early years, these little crustaceans can molt, essentially shedding their hard shells to grow larger as often as once every month. It's an astonishing rate, especially considering the energy it takes for them to rebuild those protective shells. As they mature and reach impressive sizes, this frequency slows down considerably. Adult snow crabs, some exceeding 6 inches across, don't molt nearly as often. That dramatic size increase is a testament to their successful growth and molting cycles. Molting is a truly remarkable but incredibly risky event in a snow crab's life cycle. Imagine shedding your entire outer layer. It's a huge undertaking. Immediately after they discard their old exoskeleton, these crabs are extraordinarily vulnerable. They're essentially soft, shelled, and defenseless. Their new shell hasn't fully hardened yet, leaving them exposed and unable to protect themselves effectively. This period makes them prime targets for predators lurking nearby, like hungry seals or opportunistic halibut. It's a race against time as the crab seeks shelter while its armor slowly strengthens. Molting is incredibly taxing for snow crabs. It's a massive undertaking. To prepare for this process, they strategically build up substantial energy reserves. These reserves primarily take the form of lipids, which are essentially fats. Think of it as them stocking up on fuel before a marathon. They need that energy to both shed their old shell and then rapidly construct a brand new one underneath. In fact, some snow crabs can store up to 30 of their entire body weight in these fat reserves. That's an astonishing amount, truly showcasing the incredible adaptations these creatures have developed for survival in the harsh Arctic environment. When a snow crab grows, it sheds its old shell in a process called molting. It's quite a vulnerable time for them as they're soft and exposed until the new shell hardens. But that discarded exoskeleton doesn't just disappear. It doesn't become ocean debris. Instead, it becomes an incredible resource. Think of it like this: it's essentially calcium, rich food falling from above onto the seafloor. Creatures like sea cucumbers, brittle stars, and various worms quickly move in to feast on the decaying shell. Even certain types of bacteria break down the exoskeleton, releasing nutrients back into the water column that other organisms can then utilize. This recycling process is absolutely essential for maintaining a healthy Arctic ecosystem, demonstrating how even what seems like waste plays a vital role. Understanding how quickly snow crabs grow is incredibly important for ensuring their survival in the Bering Sea. Because these crabs have a hard shell that they outgrow, they periodically shed it, a process called molting. Scientists meticulously collect and study these discarded shells, or exuviae, to unlock secrets about the crab population's age structure and growth rates. Each molt leaves behind a record of the crab's life history, much like tree rings tell us about a forest's past. By measuring the size and characteristics of these molted shells, researchers can estimate how fast crabs are growing at different stages of their lives and determine the average age of the population. This data is absolutely critical for fisheries managers to set sustainable catch limits and protect this increasingly vulnerable species. It's fascinating to observe how snow crab growth patterns differ between males and females. Male snow crabs typically molt that's when they shed their old shell to grow a new, larger one more frequently than their female counterparts. This difference isn't random, it plays a significant role in their social dynamics. Each molt brings the male closer to a bigger size, and larger males generally hold a distinct advantage when competing for mates. Think of it as a constant arms race. The bigger you are, the better your chances of attracting a female and securing those vital breeding opportunities. It's truly fascinating to consider how much a snow crab grows throughout its life. When they outgrow their current shell, a process called molting, that discarded exoskeleton can be surprisingly large. You might even find yourself questioning just how the crab managed to fit inside it originally. These shells aren't just bigger than you'd expect, they often exceed what seems physically possible when you initially look at them. The sheer size is a testament to the incredible growth potential these creatures possess, and a reflection of the significant energy reserves they build up in preparation for this transformative event. It's an amazing display of nature's power. Snow crab molting is truly remarkable. It's a fundamental process for their growth and survival in the challenging Arctic waters they call home. As these crabs grow, their hard exoskeletons become restrictive. To overcome this, they shed their old shell in a process called ecdysis. It's not just about getting bigger, it's an incredibly vulnerable time for them. During molting, the crab's new shell is soft and pliable, leaving them exposed to predators and environmental stressors. Interestingly, males molt more frequently than females, sometimes multiple times a year, especially when they are younger. This allows them to rapidly increase in size and compete effectively for mates. The discarded exoskeleton, or molt, often contains valuable meat. It's considered a delicacy by some, and the term snowy crab refers to this edible portion left behind after molting. Understanding this cycle is vital. Fluctuations in molt timing and success can significantly impact snow crab populations and the entire Arctic ecosystem.